like a baby pink color. I was hoping for a hot pink, but honestly, pink is pink and I'm hyped about it. So let's check this out. Okay, so first of all, this actually looks way better than I thought it was going to. It's so hard when you see these devices on a screen, even for you guys here in this video. This actually looks way better than it does on any photos that I saw. It's a very, very subtle pink. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's so clean. I need to get a screen protector on this immediately. And of course, in the box, we have no charging brick, but that's not new information, and most carriers have also followed suit. So it's not just Apple that doesn't include chargers in the box anymore. And we've got our USB-C to Lightning cable. So the first thing that you're gonna notice here with the 13 is the cameras are actually now diagonal. In the iPhone 12, you can see that they are vertical. So they did this to be able to integrate in sensor shift technology. So it's much more stabilized instead of just doing it inside of the camera and using software. So since we just unboxed the larger iPhone 12, we're just gonna go into the brand new iPhone 12 Pro Max. Oh my God, it's the 13. All right, let's go into the new iPhone 13 Pro Max because this is the new color. This is the Sierra Blue, and this looks very, very pretty. Oh, wow. Okay, this is great. What I love about the Pro Max is they have a more, I don't know what they are actually calling it, but it's kind of like a frosted glass on the back, as opposed to the 13, it's more of a shiny, whereas this one is shiny, but it's frosted. So Sierra Blue, check that out. It's so pretty. These camera bumps, like these are getting thick. I can't wait to try this out. I'm so excited. So there's a comparison between the 13 Pro Max and the 12 Pro Max. They do have a very similar look, but I really like the look, so I can't really complain. Now it's time for the 13 Pro in gold. Let's check this out. Oh, this is a very nice gold. It was so funny because last year, when they first announced this gold color, when I first saw it online, I was like, I do not like that gold at all. And then I ended up getting the gold phone and I was like, what was I thinking? It's beautiful because it's not like a super aggressive gold. It's just like a nice gold hint. It's really hard to tell. Like you can barely even tell that this is gold. Is this gold? Are my eyes deceived? No, this is gold. This looks really great though. I really like it. And it is a very subtle gold. So if that is something that you're concerned with, just know, very subtle. Let me show you in comparison to the silver. You can see the slight shift. I can't believe that there's new iPhones out again. I'm still kind of processing that. Here's our 2021 iPhone lineup: Mini, Regular, Pro Max, Pro.
So we're gonna unbox every phone in the new lineup, and I'm gonna start with the standard iPhone 13 in this new blue color that I think is actually my favorite of the new phones. And it's this thin box again, as you can see, because there's no power brick included in the box. But as you may have noticed, there's also no plastic shrink wrap this year. And so I guess it's time to give Apple a little bit of credit for their use of recycled materials to offset their environmental impact. So recycled box cardboard, recycled aluminum, recycled phone design. But here we can see the phone in all its glory. And I can just fire it up real quick before looking at the accessories. But the rest of the stuff in the box is pretty much the same. You get a Lightning to USB-C cable, and you get some paperwork, a SIM card tool, and an Apple sticker that is not colored, just a white Apple sticker. But yeah, that's the iPhone 13 in the hand for the first time. Let's grab the 13 mini next. So this is actually a new darker color. It's called Midnight. It's not quite black, but it is a very, very, very dark blue. But I think the camera bump might actually also be close to black on this Midnight iPhone. Then the Pro iPhones here. The Pro iPhones come in black boxes again. So this is the gold 13 Pro. A lot of the same stuff. Again, white Apple sticker, normal accessories. And then the Sierra Blue 13 Pro Max. Big phone, big camera bump, which I'll get to in a second, and just have to make sure, but yes, they do in fact all come with white Apple stickers. But that is the unboxing, and that is your iPhone 13 lineup.
like it. I like it a lot. It is a very subtle pink. This pink reminds me of the time that I washed a red t-shirt with a white t-shirt, and this was the color of the white t-shirt. So here's just a little comparison to the mini. These both now do also come in 512 gigs, which is new and also exciting. Let's put a case on it, shall we? This is the pink case. I really do like this color a lot. I don't know if I would probably put this case on my pink one. Okay, let's move on to the Pro devices, shall we? New with the Pro devices is they come in 1 terabyte of storage. 1 terabyte. When I ordered my personal iPhone, I ordered the Sierra Blue 512, and then I had like FOMO. I'm like, oh no, what if I need an extra 500 gigs? And I checked my phone storage now and I only use about 280. But I will say with all of the new things that these phones can do for, you know, shooting more cinematography and shooting more content, maybe I do need the terabyte. But let's go ahead and open up the iPhone 13 Pro. Got this nice pull tab. And let's check out the gold. I've never been much of a gold fan. It's very, very subtle. It doesn't look too bad. Same thing in the box, no charging brick, cable, little packet, sticker. We do have this like shiny edge with this nice little finish. It is, like I said, very, very subtle. I'm actually starting to like the shiny edge a little bit. Okay, let's see what case we have for the Pro. Oh, we've got a leather. What color is this? We have a dark cherry case. This actually looks way better on than I thought it would. I was a little sus at first, as the kids say, or maybe they said, I'm not really sure. It's actually a pretty nice combination with the dark cherry and the light gold. Apple's gonna tell me what I like and what I need. Who am I to question it? Okay, last but not least, we have the iPhone 13 Pro Max Sierra Blue. I actually wore blue today. Nobody cares, but I did because of this color and this phone. Let's open it up. It's perfect. This is so clean.
Now we're on to the iPhone 13 Pro, which starts at $999. You might have noticed actually that as well as matching the color of the accents to whichever color phone you've bought, Apple also has this overarching color theme with their products, of white being for the mainstream consumer, black being for the pros. But still no charger. And I still think it's a shame. I have a full video explaining why, which I'll link after this one, but equally, Apple isn't the only company doing this anymore. And then of course, we have the iPhone 13 Pro Max, the highest end iPhone that you can buy right now, starting at $1,099. And thankfully I have managed to get this in the color that I was most excited to see. They're calling this Sierra Blue. So, to get one thing out of the way, I do think that Apple's Pro lineup of phones right now is a good-looking bunch.
What are we gonna unbox first? I was gonna start with the mini, but let's start with the top dog and work our way down, okay? Cause I really wanna see this blue. And if I wanna see it, I know y'all do too. Let's check out the packaging here. Real simple. We got the black on the baby blue, or Sierra Blue is the proper term. On the left and right hand sides of the box, we have the word iPhone, and then along the bottom and the top of the box, we have the Apple logo. Here we go. So let's observe this blue now that we have it in our face. Okay, I'm getting, it's like a muted light blue, almost pastel-like. This is definitely a new shade. I haven't seen this on a phone. It's almost like a gray blue at certain angles. Like, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but when you turn it, it almost looks kind of grayish. It's a very unique color. I do like this. And then we got our stainless steel sides, you know, so they will attract fingerprints. And beneath the phone, we have real simple packaging. We got our lightning cable and some paperwork. Let's see if we got some matching Apple stickers to the color. Let's see. Do we? No. We have a white Apple sticker, but in addition to the Apple sticker, we also have our SIM tray ejector and some paperwork. But I really do like this blue. It's different. It's not a color that I've seen offered on a phone, and quite honestly, I don't even think I've seen personally this color on a case. Now for the iPhone 13 Pro Max here, I have the black, I wanna say this is black. Oh, the Midnight MagSafe case. So let's see what this looks like in it. Let's see. Okay, I like this color combo. It looks good to me, but I would rather see the blue, you know? Case looks good and it feels really good. Now, as far as the MagSafe iPhone case lineup, I do like it. You have these raised metal buttons. Then along the right-hand side, you have that same configuration. Nice clean access to your ports as needed and your mute switch. Next up, we have the iPhone 13 Pro. Now for the iPhone 12 lineup, I thought I was going to be using the Max, but I found myself absolutely in love with the 12 Pro. But let's get into here. Same setup, iPhone on the left and right hand sides of the box, Apple logo along the top and bottom. So this is the iPhone 13 Pro in gold. See, Apple, y'all know how I feel about gold. So you sent me the 13 Pro in gold. Oh, that's gonna be hard to, ooh. Decisions, y'all, between the gold Pro and the blue Max. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. All right, so, look at the gold. Oh my God. It gets me every time, as if I don't already have this same color. So we got this beautiful gold tone on the back for the 12. We got the stainless steel sides. And just like we had with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, we got the lightning cable and the paperwork here. I'm pretty sure we still have a white Apple in here, because if we didn't have it in the Max, yep, we're not gonna have it on the 13 Pro either. So same configuration inside the box as the 13 Pro Max. I was about to say, it feels a little different in the hand. It's definitely a little heavier. There is a weight difference, for sure. You can feel it, but it's not like, you know, it's not anything that's gonna pull you down type different. You can tell a difference in the thickness of the device as well. It's probably gonna be one of those things though that you more so notice when you actually have an iPhone 13 up against an iPhone 12. Now this notch, it is 20% smaller on the iPhone 13 lineup versus the iPhone 12. So with that said, in addition to having to get new cases, you will also have to get new screen protectors, because although the displays are the same size, the notch isn't. Now the camera bump, oh my God. Y'all, that is where you notice a difference. Like, gosh, you can really tell the cameras are like beefy. Not only are the lenses themselves bigger, but the little plate around it, I know that's not the correct term, is also larger. So you're gonna need some new cases. That's a big jump. Woo! They're thicker and they're bigger. Outside of that though, the button configuration is the same. The only difference I see is the placement of the SIM tray. On the iPhone 12 Pro, it's at the bottom, and on the iPhone 13 Pro, it's more so along the middle. Now the speaker and the lightning port and all that at the bottom is the same, and the right-hand side of the device is the same. Little small differences, but differences nonetheless. All right, now the case that I have for the 13 Pro Max is dark cherry. It looks purple on the box to me. This would be cute as a, you know, iPhone color in the future. But in the meantime, let's do the, oh, this is really cute. It's different. It's like a, I don't know, it's a combination of colors. Let's see. Ooh. So the leather dark cherry does look good. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, this looks good. I like this color combo. And just like the other leather case, you know, the buttons are the same. Next up, we have the iPhone 13 in pink. So this is one of the new colors that Apple introduced with the iPhone 13 lineup. Again, same thing on the box, iPhones along the sides and Apple logos along the sides as well. Honestly, two of my favorite colors are pink and red, but I don't buy them a lot. I buy more black, green, and brown. So yeah, I'm interested to see this color. Probably need to update my favorite colors now that I say that. Ooh. This is This is cute. I'm getting blush pink, soft pink. I want to say cotton candy pink, but I like this. Ladies, OPI, bubble bath, nail polish. I think this is in par with that. It looks good. It's kind of like the blue where it's not that bright, bold shade of it, but more like a muted tone, but not muted to the point that it loses all of its vibrancy, if that makes sense. Now we do have aluminum sides. So that's something that I do like about the 13 lineup versus the Pro lineup, because with this type of material, you don't see fingerprints. I don't know, do y'all have a preference? Would you rather see the stainless steel sides on the Pro, or would you rather see these aluminum sides on the Pro? I kind of low-key would rather see the aluminum. Although the stainless steel looks good, the fingerprints takes away from the beauty that it brings. You know what I mean? Whereas this will allow it to preserve it. Now you do have a glass back on this one, but even that compared to the stainless steel sides does not pick up fingerprints like that. So it looks good. I like it more than I thought. Now, if you watch my iPhone 13 video where I talked about if you should upgrade or not, I said I liked the Starlight color more. But after seeing this one, I don't know. I don't have the Starlight color to compare, but I don't know. I like this pink a lot more than I thought. But again, same thing inside the box. Lightning cable, your paperwork, SIM card tray ejector, and your white Apple sticker. All right, but real quick before I pop the case on it, I want to compare this to the iPhone 12. Taking a look at the right-hand side, button placement is the same. Taking a look at the bottom, again, the same. And then taking a look along the left, interesting. Now we did see with the 13 Pro Max versus the 12 Pro Max, there was a difference in the placement of the SIM card slot, but on the 12 and 13, it's in the exact same location. And the thickness is a little noticeable here as well, because the entire iPhone 13 lineup is thicker than the entire iPhone 12 lineup. But it's not anything you're gonna really notice like that. Now the things you will notice are the cameras. So for one, the position of the camera is different on the iPhone 12 versus the 13. And the lenses themselves are bigger. So yeah, we're in for a treat for this camera test that I'm gonna be doing on this. So definitely, if you have not subscribed, y'all, now is the perfect time to go ahead and do so if you wanna get some more content from me. And you can feel free to hit the like button if you feel inclined to. So let me know what you want to know so that I can better address the things that you care about so that you can make the best decision for you. So as far as the case we're gonna be trying on this one, this is the pink pomelo. I hope I'm saying that right. Silicone iPhone 13 case. Oh, this is already about to be a nice color combo. Look at that. You can tell before I even pop it in. Oh, I'm getting bubble gum, bubble yum. Oh, this looks so playful, but not childish. It's a line there between the two. This looks playful. It looks fun. Now, in reference to the silicone case, the material of the buttons does change, so you have silicone buttons instead that are slightly raised so that you can easily find them without looking, and you still have nice cutouts as well where needed. Not saying that these are my favorite colors, but the way that these colors go together, I think this is the best that I've seen so far.
Let's take a look at the pink one, the pink iPhone 13. Oh, she is beautiful. Okay, in the keynote, it didn't look as pink as it does in person, and I love it so much more. It's beautiful. The aluminum sides are like that rosy gold pink. I love this color. I really wish that this color was in a 13 Pro and Pro Max version, because I would definitely go for that. Now let's see the gold 13 Pro. There it is. This gold looks very similar to last year's gold, but it's supposed to be slightly different. It does look pretty spot on though. I will say the camera modules do look even more noticeably bigger than last year's. Like, look at that. This looks so much bigger. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, I've definitely been waiting for, the Sierra Blue 13 Pro Max. Oh man, look at that blue. I think I did a pretty good job matching my nails without knowing the color. I am completely sold for this color. This is definitely the color of the year. Now that they're all set up, I'm gonna go into the cameras, starting with the big 13 Pro Max over here. Let's take our first selfie together. Cheese. Got one. Let's do a nice wide portrait selfie. Let's go. Let's do it this way. Cool, we got some selfies. There's also a new cinematic mode. It is one of the new toggles down here, and you'll find that across all the phones as well. But I'm just gonna quickly take my first video clip testing it out with selfie video first. So let's position our shot here. I'm gonna just start recording, and we can basically just focus on a separate thing, rack focus to the back here. Wow, just a simple tap. Look how quick that is. That's really cool. And what's even cooler with this is that after the fact, I can switch to focus modes too. Have a nice wide shot here. I'm talking. Look at that sign over there. Want to take a closer look? There it is. That's really cool. Another thing I'm really excited to try out right now is a macro shooting on these phones. So I'm just gonna go in and take a photo of this lovely little pumpkin here. And as I get closer, it'll automatically switch. Whoa, and you get that nice detail. So let's get that photo. Do you see that automatic switch? That's crazy. It like hops to the ultra wide on its own. And you can get some nice detail of this straw looking pumpkin. Let me do this light bulb too. Yeah, I can get like really close. Now we got 4 phones here, so let's talk about some of the key differences that set them apart. With the iPhone 13 mini and the iPhone 13, these are basically the same phone minus display size and battery life. There's a 5.4-inch display on the mini and 6.1 on the 13. And besides that, they also have the same dual 12 megapixel camera system. So the wide and ultra wide camera that you'll find on the mini is exactly the same on the iPhone 13. Now with the Pro and Pro Max, these two are again basically the same phone minus display size and battery life. So 6.1-inch display on the 13 Pro and 6.7 with the 13 Pro Max. Now last year, the 12 Pro Max had some advantages over the 12 Pro when it came to camera, but this time around, the cameras that you get on the Pro Max are exactly the same on the 13 Pro, so the only thing setting these two apart is the size of the phone. So the real differences come between these two sets. With the Pros, the camera system is more pro all around, even with the type of cameras that they share in common, like that main wide and ultra wide angle, they are a step up on the Pros. And of course, the Pro has some Pro advantages like the telephoto and things that we've already known, like the LiDAR scanner, Apple Pro RAW, Deep Fusion. But that doesn't mean that you can't capture amazing stuff on the 13 and 13 mini. As you'll see later in my video, I had a lot of fun with a lot of those new features like photographic styles and cinematic mode, which is also available on these phones. The new macro shooting is exclusive to the Pro lineup, but everything else was really fun to test out with these two. Now, beyond the camera stuff, another major difference between these two sets is that 120 Hz ProMotion display that you'll find on the Pro and Pro Max this year. And let me tell you, just from a couple days of using these and going back to my 12 Pro Max from time to time, I definitely noticed and feel that difference. And it's not like 120 Hz is anything new to phones. There's a lot of phones with it. The iPad Pro has it, but it's nice to finally have it on an iPhone. Next up, I took the phones outside for some good old outdoor camera testing. And before I show you all of the photos and videos that I took, I want to talk about what has got to be my favorite new iPhone camera feature this year, cinematic mode. And the good thing is you can use this across the whole 13 lineup, from the 13 mini through the 13 Pro Max. Every phone can shoot in cinematic mode. You saw me test this out a little bit with selfie video earlier, but I think it's even cooler when you take advantage of those rear cameras. So in short, cinematic mode gives you the ability to rack focus as you're shooting video. With a single tap on the screen, you can pull and maintain focus wherever you want, as well as delivering a beautiful depth of field look to your video. But the coolest thing about it all is the post-production workflow here, because you can tap and edit focus points after the video was taken, as well as being able to edit the amount of depth too. So it's like an enhanced portrait video mode. And if you know me, I have been wanting portrait video on iPhone for so long, but being able to edit it in this way is even cooler than I imagined it to be. I am really looking forward to seeing this feature evolve even more though, because the depth cutout and separation, especially around hair and different subjects, isn't perfect right now. And it also caps at 1080p at 30 frames per second. And it looks really good, but it's gonna be cool to shoot 4K 24 in cinematic mode. So the future of this really excites me. Now, even though this is something you can do across all of the phones, there is a Pro and Pro Max advantage here, because you can use a telephoto lens to shoot in cinematic mode as well, which gives you a whole different look because it's a whole different lens.
Now here's more of an extreme test, cinematic mode on the 13 Pro Max telephoto lens, again 1080-30, compared to the FX6 with an 85mm G Master lens thrown on it. Again, it's a very extreme test. You're definitely gonna get a different look out of these, but it's cool to see just how much the iPhone holds up.
Now, all around, the iPhone 13 camera system is very improved this year, no matter what model you pick up. And you're especially gonna notice this if you're coming from an iPhone 11 or prior. I feel like this is year of the camera, because externally, the phone doesn't look that different, but those camera upgrades bring a whole lot. It was a very bright and sunny day when I started taking these photos, and Smart HDR4 really came through here. Again, this is something across the whole lineup, which gives us better lighting for each subject in a photo, as well as better colors and contrast. If you're someone like me and you usually gravitate towards the Pro model of the phones, you're gonna be very happy with this year's upgrades, because the whole Pro camera system is new and every camera took a leap in a good way. Now let's start off with that telephoto lens, which has a new focal length at 77mm and 3 times optical zoom now, giving you a whole new look to those telephoto shots. The main wide-angle lens now has an f-stop at 1.5 with the largest sensor on an iPhone yet. And my favorite of the three, the ultra-wide-angle lens. It is definitely delivering this year with an even larger 1.8 f-stop this time around and a new sensor for autofocus. That ultra wide angle camera on the Pros is also giving us macro photography this year, with an automatic macro shooting mode that kicks in the closer that you get to a subject. And you saw me test this out a little bit earlier, but I love what I've been able to get outside too. Now, another new feature found across all the phones this year is photographic styles, where you can make adjustments without messing skin tones before even taking the photo using deep semantic learning. So the camera understands what look you're going for before you even take or edit the photo. There's preset ones like rich contrast, vibrant, warm, and cool, but you can customize these even further to get that look that you're going for baked into the camera before you even take that photo. It's only been like 5 or 6 days, guys, and I'm already having so much fun.